Welcome back to my channel. Today, we explore the value of specific coins, the top 4 most valuable Abraham Lincoln Wheat Pennies. So, let's get started. First up, today we are going to explore another interesting coin from the Lincoln Wheat Cent series. Many collectors search their old coin jars, hoping to find a rare wheat penny, and some of these small copper coins can actually be worth much more than their face value. In this video, we will talk about the 1955D Lincoln Wheat Penny, its history, what makes it collectible, and how much it can be worth today if it is found in extra fine condition. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced from 1909 until 1958. The coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front. The reverse side shows 2 wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent, which is why collectors call these coins wheat pennies. The 1955D Lincoln Wheat Penny is not considered the rarest wheat cent in the entire series, but it is still a collectible coin, especially when it is found in better condition. Millions of these coins were produced, but over time many were lost, damaged, or heavily circulated. Because of this, higher-grade examples are always more desirable to collectors. Now let's talk about condition. In coin collecting, the condition of a coin is extremely important when determining its value. A coin described as extra fine, often abbreviated as EF, still shows strong details. On the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, you can clearly see the hairlines and the details of the beard, although there may be some light wear on the highest points. The wheat ears on the reverse are also mostly sharp, with only minor smoothing. When a 1955D Lincoln Wheat Penny is found in extra fine condition, collectors are usually willing to pay more than just a few cents for it. In today's coin market, a typical 1955D wheat penny in extra fine condition can be worth around $3 to $8, depending on its overall appearance, color, and demand among collectors. Coins with original red color or exceptional detail can sometimes sell for slightly higher amounts. On the other hand, coins that have been cleaned, scratched, or damaged usually sell for less. Even though this coin is not extremely rare, it still represents an important part of American coin history. The Wheat Penny series remained popular for almost 50 years, and today millions of collectors continue to search for them. If you have old jars of pennies, coin rolls from the bank, or inherited coin collections, it is always a good idea to check the dates and mint marks carefully. A simple 1 cent coin could still hold a surprising amount of collector value today. The 1955D Lincoln Wheat Penny is a great example of how condition can turn an ordinary coin into a collectible item worth several dollars in the marketplace today. Next up, this is the 1941 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. Many collectors search for this coin because some examples can be worth more than their face value depending on the condition. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most popular coins in American coin collecting. This coin series was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was also the first regular United States coin to feature the portrait of a real historical figure. The front of the coin, also called the obverse, shows the portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing to the right. Around the portrait, you will see the words, "In God We Trust," at the top, "Liberty" on the left side, and the date on the right side. On the back of the coin, also called the reverse, you will see 2 wheat stalks on each side. In the center, it says 1 cent and United States of America, with the phrase "A pluribus unum" at the top. Now let's talk specifically about the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. When a coin has no mint mark, it means the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1941, hundreds of millions of pennies were produced, so this coin is not extremely rare. However, the condition of the coin can make a big difference in its value. Collectors carefully study the condition of coins using grading terms. One of these grades is called extra fine condition. A coin in extra fine condition shows light wear on the highest parts of the design, but most of the details are still very clear.
You can still see strong lines in Lincoln's hair, and the wheat stalks on the reverse are well defined. A 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark in extra fine condition usually has a value of around $3 to $5 in today's coin market. While that might not seem like a huge amount, it is still many times higher than the coin's original face value of 1 cent. Some examples in better condition can be worth even more. If the coin is in about uncirculated or mint state condition, the value may rise higher depending on the quality and collector demand. Another factor that can increase the value of a coin is its color. Copper coins are often classified as brown, red-brown, or red. Coins with more original red color are usually more desirable to collectors and may sell for higher prices. Collectors also look for unusual errors or special varieties. Sometimes coins are struck with mistakes during the minting process. These mint errors can include doubled letters, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. If a 1941 wheat penny has a noticeable mint error, its value could be significantly higher. If you want to check your own coins, take a close look at the date and the condition. Use good lighting and, if possible, a magnifying glass to examine the details. Small differences in condition can greatly affect the value of a coin. Many people still find Lincoln Wheat pennies in old jars, coin rolls, or family collections. Even though most of them are common, some can still be valuable, depending on the year, mint mark, and condition. The 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is a great example of a classic coin that collectors enjoy. It may not be the rarest penny ever made, but it still holds historical value and can be a nice addition to any coin collection. If you enjoy learning about valuable coins and coin collecting, make sure to stay tuned for more videos where we explore rare coins that could be worth more than you think.
Next up, this coin is the 1946 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. Even though millions of these coins were produced, some of them can still have collector value depending on their condition. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most famous coins in American coin history. It was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design shows the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front of the coin. On the backside, there are 2 wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Because of these wheat stalks, collectors often call this coin the wheat penny. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced right after World War II ended. During this time, the United States returned to normal coin production after the wartime changes that happened earlier in the 1940s. Many of these pennies were made in large numbers. When a 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny does not have a mint mark under the date, it means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In that year, more than 990 million pennies were produced in Philadelphia alone. Because of this huge mintage, the coin is considered common, but it can still have value depending on its condition. Now let's talk about the value of a 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark in normal circulated condition. Many coins that people find today are worn, dirty, or have small scratches from years of use. These are called circulated coins. If your 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is in damaged, dirty, or heavily circulated condition, its value in today's market is usually around $0.05 to $0.20. This means it is worth a little more than its face value, mainly because collectors like wheat pennies. If the coin is in better circulated condition with less wear and clearer details, the value can increase to about $0.30 to $1. Coins that are in very good condition with sharp details and original color can sometimes sell for several dollars. However, this depends heavily on the quality and appearance of the coin. Another thing collectors always check is whether the coin has any rare errors. Sometimes coins were struck with mistakes during the minting process. These errors can include double letters, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. If a 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny has a clear minting error, its value can increase significantly.
For example, a strong double die error or an unusual strike error could make the coin worth tens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on how rare and visible the error is. When examining your coin, look closely at the date, the letters in Liberty, and the words "In God We Trust." Also check the wheat stalks on the reverse side. If the details are still strong and the coin has not been heavily worn, it may be worth more to collectors. Even though most 1946 Lincoln Wheat pennies without a mint mark are common coins, they are still an important part of coin collecting history. Many collectors enjoy finding them because they represent a time right after World War II, and they are part of the long-running Lincoln Cents series. So, if you have old jars of coins, piggy banks, or inherited collections, it is always a good idea to check for wheat pennies. Sometimes these small coins can surprise you with hidden value.
Next up, the 1948 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny. Many people overlook this coin because it was produced in large numbers, but collectors still pay attention to it, especially when it is preserved in good condition. If you enjoy coin collecting or you were curious about the value of old pennies, this coin is definitely worth learning about. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became one of the most recognized coins in the United States. The design features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, which was created by the sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the back of the coin, you will see two wheat stalks on each side, which is why collectors commonly call it the wheat penny. This classic design was used until 1958 before it was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design. Now let's focus on the 1948 wheat penny. The S mint mark on this coin means it was produced at the San Francisco Mint. If you look carefully under the date on the front of the coin, you will notice the small letter S. That tiny mark tells collectors exactly where the coin was made, and mint marks can sometimes affect the value of a coin. In 1948, the San Francisco Mint produced more than 64 million Lincoln Wheat pennies. Because millions were made, the coin is not considered extremely rare. However, condition plays a very important role in determining the value. Many of these coins circulated for years and became worn, but if you find one that still has good details, collectors may still be interested in it. A 1948 Lincoln Wheat Penny in good condition typically shows moderate wear. The main features of Abraham Lincoln's portrait are still visible, but some of the finer details may be slightly faded due to circulation. The wheat stalks on the reverse side are still clear, although the lines may not be as sharp as they were when the coin was first minted. In today's coin market, the value of a 1948 Lincoln Wheat Penny in good condition is usually around $0.10 to $0.30. This means it is worth more than its original face value of 1 cent, but it is still considered a common collectible coin. However, if the coin is found in much better condition, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, the value can increase significantly. High-grade examples can sometimes sell for several dollars, depending on their quality and overall appearance. Another thing collectors watch for is the color of the coin. Lincoln Wheat pennies were made from copper, and over time they can develop different tones. Some appear dark brown, while others keep more of their original reddish color. Coins that maintain more of their original red color tend to be more valuable to collectors. It is also important to check for any unusual features or minting errors. Sometimes small mistakes during the minting process can make a coin more desirable to collectors. While the 1948 Lincoln Wheat Penny is generally common, a coin with an interesting error or exceptional condition could attract much more attention in the coin collecting market. If you think you might have a 1948 Lincoln Wheat Penny, take a moment to examine it carefully. Look for the small S mint mark under the date, check the condition of Lincoln's portrait, and inspect the wheat stalks on the back. Even though the value may not be extremely high, it is still a wonderful piece of history and a great addition to any coin collection. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series remains one of the most popular coins for collectors around the world. These coins connect us to an important time in history, and each one tells a small story about the era in which it was made. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. See you in next time. Happy collecting.